One thing I have to say about vibrating high, people think it's a cute little thing like, oh, I'm going to be higher vibrate, I'm going to vibrate high. Are you ready for your phone to go dead when it's fully charged? For you to walk in rooms in a power surge? Are you? Are you ready to be recording content and then all of a sudden it freezes or it cuts off or the voice doesn't match the video and it's because you vibrate so high? Because your frequency is just that strong? You're not ready for that. You're not about that life yet. Be careful what you ask for. But no, you guys, today what I want to go over is I'm doing retrograde videos because there's so much misinformation that's out there about retrograde that it had to bring me out of my hiatus. Because I was like, look, the people need some healing. Let me step out for a second. This is retrograde season. So even though Mercury goes out of retrograde tomorrow, we still have a 2-week post-shadow period. Yes, Mercury, we're not in the clear with Mercury yet, like people think that we are. There's still 5 other planets in retrograde. So really, we just getting started. Like, oh, okay, you made it through Mercury retrograde. That's great. That's cute. But there's so much more. Like, we have 5 other planets that I'm going to go over. Their retrogrades and what they mean. Their retrogrades actually last longer than Mercury retrograde. So you really need to pay attention to these planets and what their retrogrades will mean for you. And if you haven't already, book a birth chart reading with me so that we can go over those planets and what they mean in their placements in your life. So there are essentially 3 phases to a Mercury retrograde. People be getting all excited and stuff. They be like, oh, we out of Mercury retrograde. First of all, there's 3 phases. There's the pre-shadow phase, which kind of gives you like a prerequisite. It shines a light on what's going to come up, who you may have conflict with, what themes you'll need to heal and take a look at and reconsider, revisit, re-strategize during Mercury retrograde season. That lasts for 2 weeks. That's the pre-shadow phase, which for me is usually the roughest phase because like it just be like some of the most turned up behavior from people that you can encounter. Then we have 4 weeks of retrograde. So a sign has already went into retrograde and you're going to spend 4 weeks dealing and working through whatever came up during that 2-week pre-shadow period. Then you have the 2-week post-shadow period, which is kind of like, all right, class, what did we learn? And if you kind of haven't gotten it yet, God gonna turn up the pressure just a little bit more to be like, all right, I tried to give you the last 5 weeks to get through this or learn this lesson or see who this person really is or to change this job or to heal this wound or to change your diet or whatever the case may be, whatever you're called to do during retrograde. So during those retrogrades are not for launching new ideas. I need you guys to be mindful. If y'all watching any healers and they videos never freeze, they never have any technical glitches, you might want to be a little leery of them. Reason being, all the real ones, all of us who like how my aura is all in camera, we have a lot of technology glitches, and it's just because frequencies are just high and there's a lot of information coming in. There's a lot of portals that are open. There's a lot of information we have access to, and it can cause a little turbulence sometimes. Nothing too shabby, nothing detrimental, but you know, we're powerful. It's the reality of the situation. So, all right, I'm gonna go into these retrograde videos and what they mean, and then after that I'm going to do a reading for your sign for retrograde season. We're going to be in retrograde season until December of this year. The reason being, there are so many real things that are going to come up during 2020 that we need to address now. If you can't get through what we're going through now, 2020 may kill you. And I'm being real. I'm not trying to like scare you. It's just the reality of the situation. Like the government shutdown is weak compared to what's going to happen in the current 2020. A lot of our financial institutions, legal systems, a lot of things are just going to crash and burn, and we're going to be left to fend for ourselves. And when that happens, you need to be able to have been through this little trivial stuff that seems to be such a big deal so that it doesn't distract you and you can really be in your purpose, really be thriving. Your finances can be clear. You're not triggered by family drama and relationship drama and drama with friends and family and like outside people, like your enemies and people who don't like you, like none of that stuff will matter 6 months from now. It will not matter 6 months from now. No matter how intense and serious it seems right now, it will not matter 6 months from now. Okay, so my goal is to wake y'all up, heal you guys, get your pockets lined up, help you clear out your debts before 2020 gets here. Because there's going to be a lot of censorship. Like the way that we can come on like Instagram and talk to you guys and give you guys this words, not going to work, not going to happen in 2020. Some of us are already experiencing shadow banning. Shadow banning is like if you look for my account and you type it in, it may or may not come up. My account's not deleted, but because of the type of information that I'm giving out, you may not be able to find me. Same thing with a lot of other healers. You used to could turn it on post notifications, and sometimes you still can, but some accounts you can't even turn on the post notifications. Like when I say the censorship is finna turn all the way up, I don't know if you guys remember, but during 2018, they passed the net neutrality ruling, and with that, they have permission to censor content. So our First Amendment, freedom of speech, is not free anymore. So either you're going to have to pay for a lot of this content, not just because like, oh, we're healers and compensate us. No, like to even access certain stuff, you have to pay for it. And not just that, it may be chopped and screwed by the time it gets to you. So for the next 6 months, 5 to 6 months, please, 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 from now through, I would say January 2020, go back, watch old videos, read old posts, not just from me, but any healer, any of the astrologers that you resonate with, any of the tarot readers, healers of whatever modality and divination that you resonate with. Go back and look at their stuff, write stuff down and take notes, because a lot of the stuff will not be able to be accessed. It will be deleted. You won't be able to find it, or you may have to get access to it. We won't even be charging you. A lot of the social media platforms will be charging you for you to access it. And that's for whatever they allow us to show, which isn't much. So it's actually time for us to create a lot of like our own apps again and our own platforms. And that's for anybody. Even if you're not a healer, if you just use social media for content, have you seen how many times IG has went down without explanation during retrograde season? It's kind of giving you like a heads up on what's to come. So that's it. I'm about to record these retrograde videos for each planet that's in retrograde right now. And then we're going to have a separate video for the signs on what retrograde season means for you. How do you need to heal? What do you need to master? How can you move forward? And we're going to get to it. Now, if you watch the videos and you still feel like something is missing, or you need more clarity, or like it really resonated with you, but you want to go deeper, book a reading with me, whether it's a numerology reading or an astrological reading or an oracle card reading or an intuitive reading. Book a reading with me. This is what I do. I do it full time, and let's get to work. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.